bet. Hopefully this don't working. Pull up on chart to just see real quick. See real quick if this jump working. I bet. Yeah, it's up there. That's tough. Pull up on chart to just see quick. I bet. Yeah, it's up there. It's tough. I'm gonna hide my camera real quick, but stream is up, which is perfect. I'm gonna send the link. I'm gonna put a link on. I'm gonna hide my camera real quick, but stream is up, which is perfect. I'm gonna send the link. Put a link on. Just gonna share this shit. I'm gonna die a hypocrite if I don't go legit. Cover this shit so that it's dark in here because this light is trying to suck it in here. Alright, bet. Alright, bet. I just posted on my story. I know motherfuckers asleep, but shit. Let me just get back to focusing. I'm gonna just get back to focusing and yeah. That's pretty much it for real. I'm gonna go to my when I'm trading view on the app here. My next start chain off this bitch is big. So yeah, let's just continue kind of going through MQ. Now I've got TradingView pulled up on my desktop too, so don't mind the cursor if it's not moving because I've got the stream running on my laptop. Um, so hopefully the markups and stuff pop up. But yeah, so as you guys can see, we are inside of this reaccumulation here. So I'm gonna draw a box around this, right? Because we've identified that our most recent and relevant structure is from this low, and I'm gonna zoom out for you guys, right? This low to this high. So we know we're playing within this range. It's a bullish range, right? So we're trending higher, which means we should look for continuations in bullish price action. Now, it's important to acknowledge, right? Yes, we have this reaccumulation here, which is showing us that, okay, we might actually be ready to continue higher. What phase of the reaccumulation are we in is important to understand. So now I kind of have my own way of identifying it, but I like to call it phase five, which is just the last phase, right? Everything has played out. We've had the buildup of the lows. We've broke through. We've broke back up to the upside, showing signs of strength. We've tested that area, and now we're breaking out. And now we're kind of trading back down. So what's the most sensible thing to do here? Well, ideally, we should not, we shouldn't take out this low. Therefore, we should look for some sort of continuation pattern within this small trading range here to continue higher, right? And obviously, you guys see no imbalance in this area, so really our next movement should be to blitz this high, and that'd be a really nice target. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for. I'm gonna be looking for some sort of buy pattern, right? Some sort of bullish pattern that's gonna communicate to me, okay, the trend is ready to continue, and yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So trap with an internal trend. You could even say it's right here, right? Because look at what happens after this is swept. We take this out, which is, I'm gonna write twig. Take this out, and then we form this box right here, right? We form this model right here, which is a buy model. And I like to kind of mark my stuff out in a way that makes it easy to interpret. So I'll kind of draw this box right here on the low just to signify, okay, this low is actually a strong one. It shouldn't be taken out, it's protected. So yeah, so we got that box, so we got our twit, the model, and now let's go down to the 1 hour to see, okay, what exactly is happening. So you guys see, we're taking out the high. This is our sign of strength right here. Why is this a sign of strength? Because we've accumulated after clearing out a low, right? There are people trading this market, anticipating it to trade lower, and it could definitely do that. It could very much do that, but with the way it's forming, um, it's not something that I'm looking at. Now, one thing I am noticing is that, I guess I'll just mark it off on my laptop so you guys can really follow along better. But one thing I am noticing is that this area inside of here doesn't really have any structure in it. And the way that we like to trade price, we like to buy below structural points. So what can happen is we actually can see this low get cleared, right? We could see price kind of move down, clear this low, and then trade off of something in here to go higher, which would honestly be the better play. So yeah, we actually could see sales for MNQ today, right? We've taken out this high. Where's the low we can come to? We can come here. And why is this area evaluated to attack? Because there's nothing in this leg of price action, right? From this low to this high, there's no structure that was created. The way the market likes to move, if you guys really pay attention, right? We always see some sort of structure happen before we see the big move up. Well, how can we continue the big move up if there's no structure here? Well, we would need to actually take this structure, and that would cause the big move up. So that's the reason why we would look for the sell. And I'm going to just play this patiently, let the market communicate to me what it wants to do. There's no reason to rush. There's no reason to jump into trades prematurely, right? If there's indecision in the market, just wait. And that's really the game that we're playing. It's more so about exercising discipline and patience than it is about being right and, you know, knowing what's going to happen next. So now that we've kind of identified that, you know, market's probably going to come and clear out this low, it's more so about going down to the 15 and seeing, okay, is there any setups or models that are in play? I don't like what I'm seeing right now, so I'm just going to let the market play. I'm going to let the market play. I'm going to check back up on gold, see what gold is doing. Okay, so as you guys can see, that's the reason why I didn't want to take this trade, right, when it was trending downward like this, because these wicks are what we like to call exhaustion candles, and exhaustion candles pretty much show us that market is slowing down, we're losing steam, and when you looking at where we are in the price, right, we're inside of this kind of this zone, this demand area where we could see prices trade back up. So it's an interesting area for sure, but we're anticipating it to get taken out. So any movement back up should be, you know, redistribution to go lower. So the real question is, now that we're kind of going up, where can we come? Yeah, so we could come as high as here. We could come and take this out, right? See it come and tap in here, and then just continue the trend to come and clear out this big low right here. But ideally, we should see a drop off into these areas here. So these are going to be the two setups that I'm kind of looking for. And yeah, I'll be watching NQ for buys really, but I am aware that sells can play out, so I'm not gonna discard the sell model or the sell play. So let's see what's happening here. Let me actually make sure I got the chat pulled up, just in case any of y'all pulled up. No, I bet. Yeah, so there we go. Now I'm looking at NQ on my desktop. I'm gonna show y'all some. Right, so this is a scenario where this would be the ideal play to kind of see it continue higher. Now look at this, right? Because we did talk about how we could look for a reaccumulation within this range, and that's exactly what we're starting to see, right? You see, we kind of have this build down in price, where we kind of have this is our trap with an internal trend. We come below this low, and then kind of look at what's happening, right? We're getting this fractal accumulation. What do we have here? Built up of equal highs. So we know that if price comes and tests this area, it should not hold. What else do we have? We've come into this decisional point in price that we've actually swept out, which is perfect. Now I like this setup because we swept out this area. We swept out a relevant point in price that I would look for to be swept out before looking to take a trade. We shouldn't revisit any of the lower areas because these areas all have fractal equilos, right? Well, this area is actually pretty clean, the extreme, but there's no liquidity resting before it, so it's not the ideal area you want to be taking a trade from. So how price reacts right now from where it's at is very important because this can continue to move. So now it becomes about, okay, where's the area we'd actually look to target? Well, NQ is interesting, right? Because this is one big imbalance on a higher time frame. So really after we come and clear the high is a pretty good pretty good target to get out. So really holding it here would really be the ideal play. Uh, let's see. Let's see how big this imbalance is. Yeah, we can see it come up here, around this area here. So then targeting right here would be valid. So yeah, I'll be watching this. I got gold pulled up on my desktop, just in case, a nice sell model forms. But I'm really watching NQ because it's the better play. It's the better play for sure. When I start looking at this model too, right? Kind of got this buildup of highs. Build up. Now we've come and taken out an inducement. We've tapped this candle right here, which is a nice candle. Right? This candle swept the previous candle. So we know it's a strong point of interest. It also mitigated some order flow that was in here. So we know we're at a relevant point. And now we've got a fractal reaccumulation occurring. So this is going to be interesting. I think I'm going to take this because I'm seeing how it's testing. Let's go down to the 1. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this, guys. I like the setup. Put this shit in the wrong area. Yeah, like right here for real. Build up, do some traps mitigation. We're having our SMT reaction. We don't want to enter prematurely though, so we're not going to enter right away. I'm going to let this develop and see what happens. But yeah, it follows the risk. It follows the risk management profile, right? I wouldn't be risking more than my plan says, so I'm prepared to hit this trade once I get my confirmation entry signal. I just need to see price kind of develop in this area and see how this area ends up holding. Because if we see price kind of play within this zone, but then print, a nice strong bullish engulfing candle, that'd be the last thing I need to see to actually take this trade and look to target this high, which is this high right here. So that's the play I'm looking at. Obviously, NQ should really continue higher throughout the session, but I'm not going to look to be greedy and look to hold for the whole move. I know that this high right here is the next most probable target. It'll come clear if we are to see, bullish price action. So just being patient. That's the part of this game, is just exercising that patience, letting price communicate to you what it wants to do, and then hitting your entry once you see your model form. And that's pretty much it. I apologize for how the quality of the stream is. This is my first time using OBS on live, so um, I might just have to do these live streams via Discord moving forward. And you guys, it'll be better too because it won't be delayed, and you guys will be able to interact with me in real time. So I'm just doing it on YouTube to start off, really for myself, because when I do it live, it incentivizes me to actually go above and beyond and following my trading plan and being, flawless with my execution. So that's the reason why I'm live streaming it. I'm not doing this for attention or likes or views or clicks or whatever. I could really care less, and that shit doesn't, make me money. So that shit really don't matter. It's more so about me using this as a tool to be more accountable in my trading and teach other people, about trading if they're interested. And if they want to learn, then this is a good place to be because I can really go for hours talking about trading and mindset, all the different things that go into making money consistently in this game. Like, so that's pretty much what the essence of, this channel and this journey is going to cover. It's not really about you guys watching me make money. It's more so about understanding the mindset behind what I'm doing and, thinking about if this is something you think you could do. And if it's something you think you could do, then you're in the right place because I don't really plan to, let up. Um, I don't really plan to let up. It's more so just staying focused and doing my best to stretch my abilities. That's the reason why I'm taking on the challenge of live streaming now. It's because I know how to trade my plan. I'm not the best trader. I don't care to be the best trader. I'm not the smartest trader, but I know my rules. I know my system like the back of my hand. So now it's about showcasing, okay, can I do this live? Can I do this with more pressure, with more, all right, there we go, guys. That's literally what I want to see. So I'm going to take the trade now. We got the break of the candle. And this becomes a pretty decent trade. But yeah, we got the break of the candle. Slightly premature entry because I didn't let it close. But the thing about this type of trade is that if it continues higher, it becomes, not that great in terms of risk reward. So I'm like, all right, I'll take it because that's what I was looking for. The odds of it kind of reversing after doing a move like that is lower. I've seen this play out, hundreds and thousands of times. So our target's at the high. It's an easy money trade, right? 1 to 1.78. We're not looking to catch the craziest move, but more so capitalize off of what the market is showing us. And one more time, let's just look at where we are. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see what happens. Obviously in this game, you never know what trades are going to be winners, which ones are going to be losers. So that's why you manage risk. And a trading plan, I can risk up to $300 on a trade. I barely have 150 on this, so we're in the green. The biggest thing is like once you have your system, you just gotta really, really prioritize avoiding big red days. If you can do that, and you have a profitable trading strategy, you're definitely on your way. Last week was my best week yet, where I managed risk, in the best way I've have since I got the account, and I feel like things are kind of starting to click. So, yeah, I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's just live stream this shit. It's only gonna make me a better trader. So, losing on live, like dealing with all those different things is gonna make me better. So, I'm looking forward to this, man. It's gonna be a journey for sure. But so, this is why premature entries, though, guys, can be dangerous. because I got in off the break of the candle, but immediately as soon as I get in, it starts breaking back down. So now this becomes a trade where it's like, do I cut the play early or do I stay in it? Now I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm gonna stay in this trade, because the narrative is already in play to see the buys. So I might have got in early, but the overall narrative is still aligned to see buys. So I'm happy to keep the exposure on this trade and let it fully play out because I see the model forming, right? I see the type of price action we're getting. Price has been communicating that we're going higher, so I'm not going to get a bit scared of a little bit of drawdown. That's normal to see when you're intraday trading, especially with my strategy. Um, but when I get in at the perfect time, usually I get little to no drawdown. So you know, me getting that drawdown was just an indication that I got in a bit early, and that's okay. I know my model was in play, and I know I followed the plan, so that's really all you can do. You know, you can't control the outcome of any individual trade. You only can control the outcome of how you decide to react to certain conditions in the market, how you decide to react to your emotions. Control what you can control. All right, so yeah, got the high as our target. Um, I really do want to extend this because I'm pretty confident that we could see it like trade up into here because this is just one fat imbalance. So really from this, so let's go to 3 hour. Aha, okay. Now this whole scenario is starting to make sense. So we're inside of a 3 hour supply zone and we've cleared out a high. And now the price action that we're trading off of now becomes super important because it's the bigger picture is like, okay, we had this occur. We moved through the highs. Now we're trying to see if we can start printing back up, but ideally, because we had this big move up with no liquidity inside of it, we could see the movement back down, right? And actually come attack this low. So that's the plan B slash second option slash, alternative scenario that I'm aware can play out. And I'll be ready to execute accordingly. And it's really that simple. So, yeah, gonna continue to let this trade play out and see what happens. Oh, wait, hold up. Actually, I'm not even gonna check gold. Pull it up on my desktop, but yeah, gold isn't just not the asset to trade right now. The way it's trading right now, it's not even something you guys would want to look at. So what I can do now is I'll record the entry that I took. So we identified that with it being right here. This is our twit. We got our entry model. Accumulation. And we can just time frame, record that. So now we know what our entry looked like, what our target looked like. Yeah, so just reading the price action, we're kind of setting up this distribution, but like this is one of those type of plays where we could see this junk clear the low and then pop, but the odds of that happening, I just don't know, right? Because we did sweep out all of this. So see what happens. All right, because a sign of reversal printed off the back of my entry model, I'm gonna be ready to close this if this reaction isn't favoring the buys. right? So we're seeing price trade deeper and deeper into the zone. That's where you got to show a little bit of resilience. And this is why, you know, where I got in the where I got into this trade was a bit early, right? I had the move up, it came down, we got another move up, I entered, but it wasn't the right signal yet. So this is what comes with getting into a trade prematurely. You kind of got to let things play out now to see, okay, if I took the right trade, I'm okay. If I didn't, I'm still okay because I followed the risk management. Last week I only had one red day, and it's been it's been pretty cool. So you guys can see here, this is my best week yet, and all we look to do now is kind of replicate that in terms of performance, but not so much profit and loss, but just like I follow the plan, and that's all you can do in this game. You know what I mean? Simple as that. It's only Tuesday too. You got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so plenty of days to capitalize off of good opportunities that are gonna form throughout the week. I spent a little too far for I might spend that shit on denim. What's this? 138. Perfect. All right, so it closed with an bearish engulfing candle, so this likely is gonna get taken out. Um, yep. All right. Cool. So loss on the day. That's cool. So now in this type of situation, this is where you kind of release. You kind of let go of the outcome. It happened, and this is where understanding. Okay, got to be fluid now. What is actually occurring? And we talked about the 3 hour zone that we're in trading inside of, and how we took out this high, and now we could see prices just continue trading lower. You know, and it's really just about being patient now. If I see another 5 star opportunity that's worth getting into, then I'll look to execute. But I'm not gonna rush because there's no need for that, right? We can always show it tomorrow and bounce back from it. Simple as that. Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta turn this down real quick. So took the other side of the trade, but we'll see how well it holds up. Taking it off the back of the fact that we are inside of the 3 hour supply. We did take out this high. Um, so I'm gonna manage this aggressively because I know we still can continue higher from this area here. So right now we're kind of getting the push back up. So curious to see because if this continues printing higher, then I'll just exit this early and then really let the confirmation signal for the buy play out because I do see how it's kind of creating this liquidity here, and this could be the movement that takes us higher that we were looking for initially. So, all right. So it's printing higher. I'm going to get out of this. I'm just going to sit on the sideline. Sit on the sideline, let the buy model finish playing out because it's still in play. It's still in play. And this would actually be the last trade I get to take on the day. So, got to be patient for this one for sure. But as you guys can see, no attachment to any of the trades being executed. We're looking to follow the market, and it's really that simple. Um, I mean, yeah, that's really it for real. Follow the market, follow your plan. Don't get attached to any of the outcomes. And this is actually looking really nice in terms of what I was anticipating, right? Because we should not actually respect these highs. So if we're tapping this supply, it's likely that we're gonna push through it. So let's see what happens here. Because look at how we actually stayed within this zone here that we had marked out initially. And that instead of a real breakdown, we kind of get like this sweep where we kind of grab the low and we instantly start pushing back up. So oh shit, I ain't even peep side was in the chat. We lit. Bro. Pull up to the Discord. I ain't even peep. Yo, I'm bugging. I'm bugging. I ain't have my phone. I ain't have my phone next to me. I was locked in. I was locked in.
But I was trying to get in contact, but I see you was locked in, so I'm like, I'm gonna let you rock.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let
cuz.
you with you, my guy. How you?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I'm watching NQ for a buy.
I already took the trade. Vinzo, I took the trade and then you good. I got to. I got to check here. Yeah, I took buys on NQ too. I seen the vision, gang. I seen the vision, and it broke the candle too.
Yeah.
So I definitely took that. I went light on it to see what it does, and then I went from there and then add position. But it did what it did. I got out early because you already know how I feel about it. Once we get them trades, they go.
Yeah.
You feel me?
They go.
So it didn't take much for me to know that it's not the time yet.
Yeah.
So, I'm still looking at buys. I'm very confident in buys though, even if it don't happen right now. But like,
yeah,
with the higher time frame is telling me, yeah, buys is definitely somewhere in the near future.
that is a fact. That's a fact. And right now, what's happening is like the alternative scenario I was looking at is that we could see price just completely sell off today and um, like the 1 hour swing. Like, let me see if I can share my screen real quick. But we could see the market just completely dump today, and we could mess around and take this.
Yeah. Take that low out. Yeah. Definitely could happen right there too.
and we kind of print back up from there.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And like I said, even if it don't happen now, I do see it. Maybe it'll happen tomorrow. So
Yeah,
I don't know. You gotta be patient and let the market tell us what it want to do.
yeah.
I'm just sharing my screen so you can see what I'm looking at.
So build. Okay, yeah. So inducement, travel mitigation. It's yeah, cause this shit just lined up. Make sure. Yeah, it's a longer time. Like I see it too. This shit really about to flush. It should flush from
Right.
here.
I'm ideally I want to see it. The confirmation is that it closing below that 200 for real, for real. I want to see it do that.
I just took the sell because I see where we are in price in terms of like the model. Like it's happening on a larger time frame horizon. Like if you look at this full box,
Mhm.
and the reason why I ain't hesitate is because I know it's a longer time frame model
Yeah,
that's in place. So we kind of
nah,
built up
I like
here.
that. Really look at it, too.
We built up here. We took out this move away. Came down to this SMT. We failed, and then we print in this bearish candle here. So now we should really start to just flush lower. Um, that would be the ideal, ideal scenario. If we don't see that, then it's likely that the move fails, and I'm really done, and
Yeah,
that's really it for
so,
me.
whatever, put it on.
But
Mhm. I want to take it down to here. It's just a 1-to-1. I am. I want to add at the close this, see what this is that. I want to see how this points. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to see too. 1 minute to candle close. Yeah.
but yeah, and that's the thing about this game is like it's you got to be adaptable.
Nah, for sure. Literally, y'all. It's and that's another part of the this game that we're playing is like the mental aspect of it. You got to be able to adapt so quick.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, it takes time, and it takes time too. It takes time and experience for
no facts to like really get to that point where you can be fluid with the market. You're kind of just flowing with that shit because it's like a problem that a lot of traders like face that I know I faced was like I used to be like fighting with the market, trying to impose my will and my bias on it instead of listen.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Words. So it's like you gotta really listen to the market and let it communicate to you. Okay, what is it trying to really do, right? Because you have to be open to the idea that your bias might be wrong.
Sure.
So we got 4 minutes until the 15-minute candle close. So pretty important candle about to form the 9 o'clock candle. So ideally, if we're gonna start selling off, it would be nice to see the volume start coming in within the next 5 minutes. I do like this trade though.
Yeah, I do too. Um, and it's like where it's at right now. There's no imbalance for it. Like everything has been mitigated.
Yeah.
But below all these candles,
Mm-hmm.
which is where my target is, yeah. Like I could potentially see it going from here if it does want to go up. What bullish saying.
Yeah.
Yo, who won last? Somebody did they play last night? Who won last
OKC,
night?
OKC. I'm pretty sure
It's
OKC
2-1,
won.
but they up what 3-1?
Yeah, bro, it's over.
3-1? Oh yeah, yeah. So not LeBron.
That shit's crazy. OKC low key about to snag a title because they won by 2. Damn, they won by 2.
I'll be damned if OKC won.
All right, so now something interesting is happening here where I've seen this type of scenario play out. Um, we came to the lowest point of the zone that I was looking at for the buy, and it's kind of printing this reversal candle. So let's see because it could dead reverse, and if it does that, I'm out of there. But if it does do that, that is probably likely that we just see it continue higher then. But
Yeah, price is currently at 15. It's in a 15-minute fair value gap right now.
yeah,
So, yeah. So I'm trying to see. It's really fighting with that shit right now.
it is. It is. I
And
just
now at the same time, they tapped into a 15-minute and 5-minute demand too.
yeah.
So yeah, let's see.
1 minute 30 seconds till 9 a.m. candle close or comes in. So we just gonna watch it.
This where the real party start.
Yes, sir.
This where the real. Nah, you good, man. And you're chasing him too, man.
Oh, word.
Yeah, chasing
He,
him.
like he in the crib right now.
Yeah, he right here.
Oh, bro, chasing
Yeah.
good, yo.
Nope. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Yeah.
Alright.
What? It's live right now. You see how price moving from this area though?
Yup. 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 Be ready to close it because I know it could reverse from where it's at.
Yeah. And this like if I in my head, if I'm trying to go for a buy, this is what I want to see right here.
Exactly.
This is what I want to see.
So can't marry the trade. You know what I mean? Ain't going definitely not gonna marry the trade. And I went pretty small on this. So like if I
Yeah,
get
I was small as hell on this.
yeah.
I'll put one on this. I was not. I really wasn't so. I wanted to test it, and like I said, if it does what I think it's going to do, then I just add more.
Yep.
Add more to it, but like this one. Yes, yeah.
9 a.m. is in. Let's see what happens.
We can either get a flush or we can get continuation, man.
Yeah.
Nah, no, like
I'm out.
11, 12. Yeah.
I know the hours yesterday when I got home. It was the quickest trip I ever had because I was 29. Yeah, like hours yeah, that's
Traffic, yeah.
I agree. Yeah, it was really good.
It's coming up.
Yeah, I got out to sell because
Yeah, I'm not that shit right now. My shit's
pretty
like,
much took a break even on it. It lost like 40 something. So but the buy looking real clean the way it's coming in right
that's what I'm
now.
saying. I'm loving this shit. Like 15-minute fair value gap, literally rejected off of the 200 twice. It swept the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I actually like this shit for real. That's what I was saying too. I'm like, yeah, I know this shit want to go up. Just the
Yeah.
higher time frame just looked like it just want to go up. So whatever happens here, if I do want to take in the trade, it's gonna be my last of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Back at it tomorrow. I'm just happy I'm back live though.
I'm saying, cuz, welcome back.
That shit, like, I don't know what happened. I just took the L, bro. For me, I just took the L.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, and it took me $40 to reset that shit. But that shit was lit. I'm not gonna lie. He did. He had left before we had playing. Oh yeah, Chase had pulled up yesterday too.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Your little brother wanted to come too. He wanted to come, and I was like, I had told him that you was supposed. This is before you came. I had told him you was supposed to pop out, so I thought he was gonna ask you or some shit like that.
Yeah. I ain't
But
even
I'm
know.
gonna throw some shit, and then I told my little brother next time I have some shit, I'm like, you can have you for me invite your friends and shit over too.
Yeah, cuz. Really be on
Had
that.
had the youngins out. You know what I'm
No
saying? Get
cap.
them out the crib. Cause like we already know they be attached to game and all types of shit, right?
Yeah, they be stuck in it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I want to see. Yeah, man. Right up this area.
Yeah, the buy looking good, bro.
Real good.
And I like how like this is kind of setting up near market open because now it's like,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, with market open, this shit really could just blitz to the top side.
Exactly. Exactly. You get that impulse. You get a lot of volume coming in.
Yeah.
The only confirmation I would need is for the inverse to supply right here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty confident it is based on, oh yeah, it's gonna be fair rate. Based on two things. What it did near that fair value gap zone. Like if
Yeah.
it wanted to go down, that was the perfect time to go.
Yeah.
especially with that big as bearish engulfing candle,
Exactly. Exactly.
and the fact that it's doing this right now, and then on top of it too, they already tapped into the supply. So it's like, why is it going to tap it again? It's going to leave a fair value gap right there. Speaking.
Yeah. It looked clean on the 15 too. That shit. Yeah. Might have to really have motherfuckers join the Discord because the quality on the stream, like, it's kind of like getting blurred.
Yeah,
God, that shit. It's all good though, cause it's like the reason why I bang with the live stream though is cause like it almost acts like its own trading journal. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. Nah, no cap. You could dead just go back and look at this shit
No
and
cap.
actually see. It's probably better, honestly.
Yeah,
It's probably better because you actually see like how you are in the market, and like you can actually see the emotions, right?
yeah, in real time, like real. That shit is
In real
fire.
time, exactly.
That shit is fire. I know. This is only gonna make niggas better traders. That's why I fuck with it too.
I thought I was like, you know, tomorrow.
Yo, what song is it?
Tomorrow,
No.
but, you know, consider
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I know his name. Hmm. My nigga says kind of close. Yeah.
Charge. So wait, you got your account with Apex?
Yeah.
Nice. Yo, you been hearing about those instant funded accounts?
I haven't looked into it like deep. I've seen it though, like, but like, how does it work? Like, break it down to me, like, because I ain't really like look into it for real.
Yeah, so I haven't done too much research, but I was watching a video, like a pod with these traders talking about it, and it's like you buy the account and I think you're live instantly, but obviously like the
Yeah.
fees the fees on the account like are pretty expensive. I'm pretty sure it's like 300-400 for like a 50K or something like that. So, but like yeah,
Shit though, but I,
and then
nigga,
they
what?
got they got like this like thing called like the consistency rule where like you can't make like so this young is low key confusing. So watch this, right? Let's say you got your account. Let's say you got a 50K account, and you was aiming for like a $3,000 payout or whatever. You would
Yeah,
have to make sure that your biggest day isn't bigger than 20% of 3K.
I mean, I guess.
So like
Damn.
that's the only way. That's the only way you would be able to request a 3K payout. Because what happens is if you go over 20% on a day, now that number that that is
Yeah,
bigger than 20%, you would have to multiply that by 5 to see, okay, what are you actually eligible for the payout type shit. So
Yeah,
that's what they call like
yeah.
the 20%
Okay.
consistency rule, where it's like you can only request a payout if your biggest day, you know what I mean? You get what I'm trying to say? Like it's like
Yeah,
it's
yeah, and a little bit, a little bit.
it's like yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind of
no,
hard to like explain. I ain't gonna lie, bro. But it's really fake simple because it's like the main thing is identifying, okay, how much am I actually trying to get paid out? Because then that'll let you
yeah,
know like how much money you shouldn't cross over in a day type shit.
yeah.
But
So,
yes,
I mean, shit.
I'm gonna definitely like try it out.
Look
But
into Yeah, a lot of funny shit. I definitely want to try that shit out too.
I'm gonna focus
Yeah,
on getting a payout from Top Step first and shit. But like definitely gonna use that as an opportunity to scale and see what that shit
yeah,
like.
nah,
Cause
reinvest that shit. Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
I want to see if it break this structure of this candle. Then I'll look to get it. And my boy right here too.
It's a big, I'll put in the house. Put in my house on Indiana. You said I put my house on. Oh, that'd be wicked, man. We'll lose that. Nah, I don't know, they paid it home tonight. Huh? Paid it home. And he just but you better remember though. You gotta look, there was 2 games at New York, 2 games at Indiana, it's probably in Kentucky and Indiana, and they just lost the first one. They ain't losing twice at home. Nah, but look. The Knicks did it, I don't think the Knicks the Knicks is 6-1. Away. After a loss, yeah, after a loss. No, and that and away. And away, like that's that big last game where they was in Indiana, right? And they won 6-1. That's what made them 6-1. Before that, they was 5-1.
So yeah, I mean, it's not likely it'll happen this game though. But I ain't gonna lie. But you got to think about the script. It's not even so much about basketball. Realistically, basketball, yeah, they not winning. Yeah. But the script, they want this shit to continue. You know, they want this shit to go to game 7. Man. Like, come on,
I'm saying.
it's a plot. Yeah.
Speaking of script, bro, Minnesota fumbled the script. Minnesota fumbled the script because everybody was trying to see Ant-Man versus in the Garden, bro. Nobody trying to see. No offense. Shout out to OKC,
Shit.
but
Yeah, and then fucking yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Minnesota. They need some more pieces around Anthony Edwards, bro. Like they have pieces, but it's not like
yeah,
I don't know. We just gonna have to see for real.
OKC
I ain't
just
gonna
a
lie,
smaller
it's
team.
gonna have to take heart for real.
Yeah, like
It's gonna have to take heart for real.
because
OKC is
I
up
ain't gonna
there.
lie.
It's like they really is stacked because like they got a whole bunch of young guys who just be out there gunning. Like, but give me 1 second though. Oh,
I think it's great. So. What are these here? Nice should be in my bed. It's like it's not like you know, not like a body thing. It's something. Thank you. This was a good fun. Make me think this nigga Sire really part time rapper.
Yeah,
This nigga Sire really a rapper. Flash 9 to 5 slash trade slash mechanic.
Oh my mother. He said slash mechanic.
Slash body.
Set. Yeah. Keep the motion around, my nigga. Let's stop this.
That's all it's really is, bro.
Yeah, just wanted to see. And the structure. I want to see price. I just feel like that was not. It's this one. This is a supreme one, but I don't think it's gonna come back down to this. Honestly. Let's see how this close. About 3 minutes.
I gotta get back in the team and I think that on my phone here on feet, not that on my feet.
Maybe. Price and P every time.
Every time?
Every time.
Like some days I just white.
Yeah, I only get white works from Chinese store there. Yeah, I can't. Okay. In that instance, yeah. In that instance, yeah. But I don't eat curry chicken. I don't know. I don't eat curry chicken that's not made at home. I don't eat curry chicken that is made at home. So for me, yeah, father or my grandmother or my aunt. Yeah, it's only I don't really like Jamaican food bought from the store, but I like that shit home cooked. When you had that shit all your life, cuz, you had exactly, but you had it straight from the pot, nigga. It's hard to like taste shit from the store that been sitting there for a little minute and be like, damn, this shit busting, man. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, most definitely. I want to see price come. Damn, price is moving. Okay, cool. This is what I wanted to see. I'm just look crazy. I should have got it right there though, but I was waiting on the retracement. Back into here. Yeah, see, this is the move. That'd have been tough though when it came back down here, but I should have known it was gonna come back. But yeah. See this. Damn, that's gonna keep moving up. See if price come down. So a lot of volume coming to this candle. All right, about to hit this shit. Oh, damn. It came down. It's whatever. Entry is entry. I wish I got a better entry on this, but
Okay.
uh,
I'm back.
yeah, I just got into those, but I kind of hate my entry. It kind of moved quick as hell,
Yeah.
but
Now
it's whatever
it's
though.
moving, and it shouldn't. It's probably not
Yeah.
gonna come back neither.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was waiting for it too, but it's whatever though. I went actually I just add another one. 3.5. Is this already? Like it's already confirmed for FBA. Alright, bro. Say no more. Last trade of the day.
Yes, sir. It's actually crazy, like how simple, like the game is once you know how to manage risk.
Say that again, yeah.
So it's actually crazy how simple the game can be when you just manage risk.
Yeah. No, no cap. Okay.
It's like,
It
cause
seemed like we just went through. It would seem like niggas just like was risking hella bread. Nah, it's just we just know how to risk our shit.
no
Like
cap.
realistically, like I didn't lose no more than 300 today. Even with this, even if I take a loss on this.
Hmm.
So let this shit play out. Go to the highest, I think. Yeah, so we should just get price to expand from here. Like funny shit. They already broke this candle. Liquidity above. Like it's look at all this imbalance up there. God damn.
That's what I'm saying. And if
Like what? Like
and my thing is also it's like on the 4 hour, you can't even see it, which is why I feel like we should really just see price blitz to the upside.
look, yeah, exactly.
And that's basically what it's doing. But maybe because it's like not that many crazy news today, we're not seeing like heavy I would say impulses. Cause you know those impulses that like just be, you know what I mean? It just push. Like
Yeah,
ideally that's what I would want to see, but you know what I mean? It's just kind of trending along. But we just tapped into a little 15-minute area, so I doubt it's gonna cause a whole ass reversal, but this would be the area where you could anticipate a potential retracement into a solid area of entry, but I have to wait. Test. Take this out though.
sure, makes sense. You might not. Oh, what's that? What's up with price and doing all this crazy shit? Hold on.
Yeah, so
All right,
this
what's up with that?
this is where wait, hold up. Pardon me, stream. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Oh, did it wick? Okay, wick here. That's what it did. Let's see. I want to see this shit get to the top side. This shit is flushing. Like, damn. See, it wanted to come to this fucking rich corner.
Mom, I'm working right now. Like, can you give me a second? Like, dang.
See, that's why I wish I got a better intro because I would not be in this man down draw.